John. I'd like to present you my car, which is an Opel Zafira 1.8 litre 16 valve petrol engine, which also comes with an LPG gas installation, which was added to the vehicle. Currently there's 250,000 kilometers on the clock, which makes about 155,000 miles. As I said, it's a 7-seater year 2000 model. So let me show you around my car. The Opel Zafira is a compact family car of the people carrier class. It was produced from 1999 to 2019, a 20-year production run, and 27 million cars were produced in that time. The first generation is based on the Astra G. Its predecessor was the Opel Sintra, which was quite similar in appearance, but produced in the United States. 2003 saw a facelift with a new front grille, headlights, and some major adjustments to the rear and also its interior. It was also known as Chevrolet Zafira, Holden Zafira, Vauxhall Zafira, and even a Subaru Zafira. There were 5 versions. The Elegance, which I myself own. There were 6 engine types, 2 of which were diesel. There was a 1.6 litre 100 horsepower petrol engine as well, and also 1.8 litre petrol with 125 horsepower, and there are also 2 litre and 2.2 litre petrol engines. Those were power turbine engines of 200 horsepower. The Opel Zafira A series was produced in Gliwice, Poland and Bochum, Germany until 2005. However, this vehicle did not fulfill Euro 4 emission standards. So let's take a look. The bodywork's in rather good shape for now. This is the LPG inlet. It's the system used in the Netherlands as far as the adapter size is concerned. Let's take a look at the boot, the release cover, and as you can see, there's plenty of space. There's the spare wheel. The rear seats are folded in under the spare wheel, and underneath is the LPG tank, which takes 40 litres. So it's very spacious at the back. Here you see the wheel arch, some corrosion beginning to appear, so time to take some action. There's the Elegant sign. Now from the front passenger side, some door compartments. There you can see the LPG switch, the glove compartment. It's rather tight actually. There's also, as you can see, inside. Let's have a look under the passenger seat. Quite tight as well. Ashtray, which is period correct. Although fewer people were smoking in those days. And let's see also the rear compartment again, with electric windows in the rear. And very roomy. 3 people can comfortably sit there. Plenty of leg space, as you can see. So let's open up the engine compartment, see what it looks like, and there's the piping clips of the LPG installation, which was recently installed. It's the same engine as for the Astra and Amiga of that time. Here's something interesting. The rear seats roll forward, allowing more space in the rear compartments and the back row passengers. The seats fold down also. All sorts of positions for the seats. It's very compact, as you can see, as from the rear passenger side, a view of the front dashboard. There's certainly space there, isn't there? Let's have a look now at the back again. Headrests, rear headrests for extra comfort. And here's an armrest that I recently installed. It's period correct. It lifts up and provides room inside. It's not an original part, but that's a nice touch, as the original armrests on both front passenger seats were missing. So let's talk about the advantages first when it goes about this particular vehicle. Well, firstly, it runs on LPG gas, which means it's very cheap and economical. The fuel consumption is about 10 litres per 100. That's about 30 miles per gallon. So if you calculate the price of LPG to petrol, which is roughly half, that means that the MPG would be about 55 to 60 miles per gallon. The next advantage is space. So that's due to it being a 7-seater, allowing it to be adjusted in a variety of ways when it goes to the seats. I remember, incidentally, when I owned a Chrysler Voyager, that I had to physically remove the third row seats, which were heavy, but these fold in graciously. There's also drive comfort. Access to cheap parts is also a plus too. Acceleration is quite good. So that's it on the plus side. So now I'm driving up to what we call Idiot's Bend here in Bielsko-Biała, Poland. You have to be careful, and it's best to drive no more than 35 miles per hour. There's been loads of accidents and collisions in this place, practically once or twice a week, if not more, and the road was built about 10 years ago. Now I'll tell you about the disadvantages of this vehicle as I see them. A common problem is the windows misting up in these cars. That's the first. So when it's raining particularly. The next is that the cabin noise, particularly over 70 miles per hour, is quite a noisy car, and of course by no means quiet, and the revs are quite high, by the way. Another problem is the lack of compartment. I've already mentioned rust, and check out also for adverse oil consumption in these cars, because now, you know, they're over 20 years old. And the final thing is there's too much black and grey everywhere. I guess these are the advantages. So now I'm driving up to what we call Idiot's Bend here in Bielsko-Biała, Poland. You have to be careful, and it's best to drive no more than 35 miles per hour. There's been loads of accidents and collisions in this place, practically once or twice a week. So in summary then, I'm really satisfied, even though I spent a fair bit of money and time in getting this car running again. This is a daily runner, and having said that, you have to look after it. Pay attention to oil consumption, which you need to check regularly, and I hope it can be with me for the rest of my life and more. Pay attention to various things if you wish to buy one. Considering this is a 20-year-old car, that's very important. It is a typical family car, or if you have a small business, such as a shop, it can also come in very handy. It certainly isn't a car for your typical boy racer, however. I recommend it, but take care when buying one. So I'm glad you've stayed here to the end, and don't forget to do all the usual YouTube stuff. In the next video vlog, it'll be about the other family car, which is a 1998 Ford Fiesta. So thank you once again, see you soon, and bye for now.